We said it there in the beginning. What is the goal of, okay, that can be improved so that we can improve, that is the we that instruction and student learning while it's happening. You teach them the present simple. You give them an exercise. This is one way of doing summative assessment. Now you give the exercise, everybody failed. Are you going to go ahead? No. You're going to say, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe let me try another strategy to teach it again. And until I'm not done with the unit, I can find many strategies to still correct while instruction is going. We have different strategies that we can use. And the purpose of summative is also in there. To gain time, we could just go. Measure students as achievement for reporting and accountability. End of the semester, principal say, Anta, where are the grades? Where are the grades, Anta? You have 4 classes, we see no grade. Where are the grades? Accountability. You need to give grades to the administration. Myself, I'm testing only because I'm obliged to give grades. Because I prefer things like project-based learning, where my students they do deep learning. But I am obliged to give those grades, so I give them. But I don't think that's the best way to make students learn. That's my opinion, okay? Don't take it into consideration. Sort student in ranking order. Who's first? Who's second? Who's this? Who's that? Who's gonna got distinction? Who's gonna... This we do with summative assessment. We say these students have mention très bien, mention assez bien. Okay? In class, when we even giving the papers, we praise. Okay? Now, when I give the papers, I never reveal the grades of the students who don't have average. I give them, okay, without saying it. But then, if I have to give them a specific feedback, I'll talk to them so that they need to know where they need to work. And goal setting is important here. First test, the student has a 5. We'll see an F grade. Now, if the student has to set goals, should he aim at an A next test? Certainly not. But try to make some progress, at least to reach a C, and after try the A. But it has to start with accepting that this grade is, my current level. This is that acceptance of the grade that students sometimes don't do. They say, I was not in a good shape, the teacher, he does not like me. Make them, tell them that this is what you are worth now. Yeah. Accept it and build from here. Set a realistic goals, I'll help you. This is my job to help you get there, step by step. Okay? Should we grade? Usually not. Some teachers do. Okay. But because that's not the primary goal. That's not a primary goal. Okay? You are just checking to correct. Now, somebody said this. Okay? To make a difference between the two, somebody said this. This person, Paul Black, said this. Okay? When your wife tastes the food, formative assessment. But when you test the food, it's summative. You're going to say, baby, good job. All right, now a rough draft of an essay submitted for peer feedback on a rubric. That would be what? Formative or summative? That is formative. We say a rough draft. A draft, work is still underway. It's formative. A test given by a new teacher who inherits a class to check the level of the student's mastery of the content. This is formative. And when I was a full-time teacher, my troisième and terminal student, I used to do this every year. And what I used was the back exam at the end of the day, this is what they're going to be tested on. So I'm checking where they are now, compared to where they should be. So I give them, I grade it, but I don't count the grades. I start by telling them, accept the grade that this is where you are. Okay? Now, where you need to be, we're going to work together to get there. But this is where you are now. Because this exam is, at the end of the day, what you will be given. So if you have a 5 now, tell yourself that compared to the BFM, this is where I am now. And then the rest, we're going to work through that by goal setting and working feedback, whatever it takes. Instruction, project, whatever, for you to get there. And some teachers even give the same test at the end of the year to measure progress. A student who had that 5 later had that 12 or that 14. The teacher can be proud but you knew where you found them, and that's why you know where you're taking them. And then when you compare, you could see the progress. There is some student work, but there is also some teachers' work there, because you are the one giving the content, the feedback and whatever. Okay? And this is very important, and it can help you even before they go to the exam to know where they are. Done by a teacher in the middle of the lesson. That's a formative one. An exit card collected at the end of a class. Exit ticket collected at the end of a class. This is formative. This is formative. Now, because exit ticket, like if I finish this presentation, I can give you some questions to answer for me to get a sense of what you learned here. This is summative. This is formative. Okay? And with the information you collect from the exit card, maybe this can help you too. If you have to continue the lesson, if the student made some remarks that shows that, okay, they did not learn, maybe you could next time emphasize that. People are using even sometimes colors. Okay? Some people could use the green, yellow, and red. If you're good after the lesson, say green. So people who say green, they're good. They understood everything maybe, or most of it. Yellow, maybe they're somewhere in the middle. But the student who raised the red flag, those students, they did not get it. This is also formative assessment. Teacher to a group of students on a project they will present before a larger audience. This is formative. And when you're doing project work, this regular feedback is extremely important. At each level, you should give students resource, but when they use the resource to do things, you should take, because I do a lot of project work. When I come in class, I always take time because I'm still teaching. I have a class. Okay? I take time to talk to each group to see where they are, what are the challenges they're facing, what they need. If they need more resources, more guidance, I give them. Okay? And I use also a Google Classroom where I can give them resource or whatever. Okay? So this is something important.